Welcome back to K24 This Morning. It is Relationship Thursday. I'm with Jennifer Karina, an author, motivational speaker, and a psychologist as well as far as marriage issues are concerned. Now, she has written an amazing book about marriages built to last. She'll be letting you know how you can get a copy of this book because it's very insightful. But before we took the break, questions were asked in regards to how do you know and how do you ensure, basically, you do not get a different person from the one that you married. It's a completely different chapter, but I think we can address it right now. When I'm courting you, when I'm dating you, when we go for that coffee date, when we are texting on the phone, on WhatsApp,
yes,
what are some of the things that I should be asking so that I can be assured and I'm taking the right notes that indeed I'm going to marry a legit person?
One of the things that I'm thinking on top of my head, even as you ask that question, is, you know, when you're looking for an employer, an employer is looking for an employee.
Yes.
They go a long way in interviewing a person.
True.
But beyond that, they ask for references.
Okay.
And we need 3 references.
Okay.
Actually, I gave a reference to someone, and I was given a call, and they asked me a lot of questions, and they asked me to give them 3 other people that I know that person knows, not just me.
Okay.
So I gave the numbers and they checked. Now, a marriage relationship is a very important relationship. It's beyond unemployment. It's a lifetime commitment. Question is, who else do you know other than the person you're dating? That person that you're in courtship with can just decide to tell you whatever they choose to tell you. The thing is, more often than not, we end up maybe with someone that was in our community, someone that we went to school with, someone that we worked with. So it's not always a total stranger. It does happen a total stranger. But you need to have a bit of insight about the person and where they come from. If you have already begun a courtship relationship, it's really not about just that person. Associations are crucial.
Okay.
Question is, who would you ask 3 questions about who you are with and would tell you the truth?
Yeah.
How do you know them? So it is good to look beyond the individual person.
Right.
When we talk about that people are going to change, everybody changes because people grow. But when we say that somebody misrepresented themselves, I think that's the core.
Okay.
You know, you misrepresented yourself and posed for what you really are not. And I have seen it.
Yeah.
There are people who misrepresent themselves by having been married before and they don't say it, being in another relationship and they don't say it, having a terminal illness that has been very painful, and walking down the aisle knowing that you have a terminal illness.
You'll be dying in a
and
few
you
months.
don't even say it, that you are going through bankruptcy and you don't say. Can I tell you something?
True.
Everyone who gets into serious courtship and into marriage, it takes courage to do that.
But Jennifer, if today I have 3 of my best friends or 4, 5 of my BFFs, and the girl that I'm dating comes and asks these friends of mine, tell me something about movie, do you think they'll say something about me? I highly doubt it. They will not say that movie is a drunkard. They will not say that movie is a womanizer. They will not say that movie is a rapist. They will not say that movie is a terrorist. They'll have praises for me.
I totally agree with you, Mbuvi.
Yeah.
The thing is, it takes wisdom to know who to ask and how to ask, all right? Because definitely buddies are not going to tell. But let me tell you, it doesn't take rocket science. There is a way that you connect with human beings, and there is one you can connect with, even out of all your friends. I will connect with someone, and basically, it's the questions. You're not going to be an investigator. Sometimes it's just the questions that you pose, and the response that you get, you basically know. What would you not know about somebody today? The first place to begin is to Google. If I'm dating you, I need to go online.
Please don't Google me, you'll be shocked.
So much will come out. Who you've been dating, the photos you've been taking, the language you've been using. That's the first place to check.
Okay.
2, where do you work? I mean, I just need to find somebody in that organization who's going to tell me 2 things about you. And you know, it's not investigating about somebody
Yeah.
is really understanding,
getting
to know that person. How does that person show up at the workplace? Oh my goodness. In fact, they've been suspended because of alcoholism.
Yeah.
They've been in rehab 3 times. You know, those are the things you're looking for. Insubordination, warning letters. That is what you're looking for. It's not difficult to know. But I'll tell you the bigger problem. The bigger problem is, I'm already in love with you. And I just know I'll fix you. I mean, I'll fix you. You know, I'm so good. I'll fix you.
You're a fixer.
I'm a fixer.
Right.
All right? If you don't shave, I'll shave you. If you're not smart enough, I will do that. If you use the wrong language, I'll teach you how to speak. If you beat, it's because the woman before me was abusive and was not kind and made you mad. That's why we give excuses. Why? Because we are in love. We are not rational.
Yeah. But what you're saying right now, that you will meet Paul who is, you know, doesn't comb his hair or doesn't shave, and now you want to make him shave. He likes wearing jeans, but you want him to now start wearing suits.
Exactly.
Isn't that changing someone now?
That's what girls think.
And it brings conflict in a
Oh,
relationship.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if I don't like the way you are right now, I should just leave you to find somebody who likes it. Because many times, I don't know about guys, but I do know that girls always look and see, it doesn't matter. I'll fix you up, I'll wash you, I'll clean you up, I'll teach you a few things, and you'll be cool.
Yeah.
And so you begin the relationship with conflict because you're not conforming. You're not changing. You're not wearing the suits. You are still too casual. Your language is offensive. You are violent. All these things.
Yes.
And that is it. Sign up with somebody who at least has 3 non-negotiables out of your 5 values.
Just hold on to that because we do have a caller from Moranga. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Karicha?
I'm very fine.
What is your question or comment?
My comment is basically, you know, courtship should take 1 year.
Yes.
And during that period of 1 year, that's where you get to know the characters, how the partner is, how she relates with others.
Yeah.
You get to know everything on that 1 year.
Yes.
Though to others it may not fit them, so they rather extend it. But the mutual year is only 1 year, so that's a courtship year for me.
All right.
But when you see, after the courtship year is ended,
yes,
and you head to the marriage session, so that's where you get to know the true colors of the partner. That's where you get to find divorce, you get to find violence. You want that, kwani the 1 year we've been courting, kwani tulikuwa tunafanya nini?
I understand. Thank you very much, Karicha, for that. We have Neville from Kisumu. Neville, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
What is your question or comment?
I have just a question about can a denomination separate the relationship?
Can what separate a relationship?
I'm saying
yes. Yes, Neville, I can.
A church.
Or can the church separate a relationship?
Yeah, maybe I'm idea.
Yeah.
And a girl is from another denomination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Neville, for that. Let's tackle that one immediately.
Okay.
SDA Muslim, for example. Mm-hmm. How is that going to work?
Well, that's one of the non-negotiables. Mm-hmm. You must not marry someone who does not subscribe to your faith. That's a non-negotiable.
Is that so?
It's a non-negotiable. Mm-hmm. However, mm-hmm. when you are in love with someone, it doesn't matter what religion. They could be an atheist and it's all good with you.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is, do not yoke yourself with a non-believer, for example. Mm-hmm. If you're a Christian, the truth of the matter is, when you are misaligned in values of faith, mm-hmm. it becomes a major one. It's one of the fundamental foundations of a relationship. The relationship will work for a while,
Yeah.
but after some time, you begin to be challenged. What I have seen, it goes to this level. When the children are born, it's like, okay, what faith will they subscribe to? The thing is, if I love you so much,
Yeah.
I should also love your God. And so I should be willing to submit to
your
you
God, yeah.
and submit to your God. So
Okay.
once you are in agreement about that, then you are aligned, because you will be able to speak the same language.
I feel like you're saying that I should, for lack of a better word, abandon my God
Yes.
for your God.
That's what you have done. When you have come to me,
Yeah.
you want to spend the rest of your life with me, and then you better be ready to sign up
Yeah.
to my values.
If I hook up with a Hindu right now, and probably because we know they have all these sacred creatures such as a cow,
Yeah.
so now I'm used to eating cow, now I stop eating cow and start, submitting to that cow.
That's the price
It's
you
gonna
have
be-
to pay. But that's the price you have to pay.
Right.
If you are to be aligned. Now, it's perfectly in order for each one of us to continue with our faith individually. Marriage is about oneness.
All right.
Marriage is the two shall become one flesh.
Okay.
So you can never be one if you're misaligned, particularly where issues of faith are concerned.
So what we are telling Karicha right now is that if you're SDA and your wife is Catholic, then you have to decide.
No, they are subscribed to the same God. SDA, Catholic, it's just the means,
Yeah.
the
'Cause you see,
methodology.
Right.
All right? But the God is one.
Yeah.
The question is, SDAs go to church on Saturdays. Catholics go to church on Sundays. So the thing is, how will you arrange that?
Okay.
If you choose, me, I'll go to my church on Saturday, me, I'll go to my church on Sunday, and
Or we both go Saturday, we both go Sunday.
It's up to you.
Okay.
But there is a cost. There is an opportunity cost to all that.
Okay.
And then eventually what happens is you start forcing one to do
Onto the other.
onto the other one.
Okay.
And they say, no, me, that's not what I signed up for. So this conversation, in my opinion, needs to come before you say, I do.
Okay.
And you make this agreement. We are going to be married,
Okay.
but we are going to become either Catholics
Or
or SDAs.
Rose is on the line as well. Rose, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
How are you doing, Rose from Zimmerman?
I'm very good. I'm doing good.
Okay, what is your question or comment?
So my question is,
Yes.
uh,
Rose? Oh, we lost Rose. Okay, Rose, please call us back. Sorry, we have a Geoffrey on the line. Geoffrey, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well.
All right, Geoffrey, what is your question or comment?
My comment is that marriage and characters will always be known when someone is in the house.
Yes.
Otherwise, when you date a lady, she just pretends, and characters, not even a lady, even a man, but once in the house is when you know the real character of a person.
Okay.
And I'm happy that my wife changed from SDA to Catholic, and we are now moving on.
Wow.
So the issue is true character, manners, and the person that you're dating will be known when you take her and put a ring on her.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Geoffrey. He's one of the very many lucky ones
Very lucky.
because even my mother had to change from AIC to Catholic, and she's loving the transition. It's been very many years. But I find like a lot of women are the ones who have to compromise and change their denomination to their husbands.
Yes.
Is it the fact that women are to submit, or is it for totally different reasons?
Well, truth be told that the man is the vision bearer of the home.
Yeah.
The man is the leader of
Yes.
the home. Well, while many don't take the responsibility in the home, God's plan for marriage was that the man
Yes.
is the head of the household. And so being the vision bearer and the leader, he is the one who knows where the family is going. And so that is why the woman is the one that submits under the man's authority,
Right.
in terms of whether faith or other things.
Okay.
But that has changed drastically today because the woman is extremely empowered and particularly economically.
Okay.
So if I've got the tunes, you got to do what I say when I say.
You better come to my SDA church,
You know,
man.
you know.
Yeah.
Or you might not even have a car to drive you to church.
Oh my God.
It's unfortunate. But of course, there's what is the real and what is the ideal.
Not forgetting this whole scenario of courtship.
Yes.
Coming back to that, now that you've brought that, the empowered woman.
Yes.
During courtship, how are they going to handle these dynamics? You are that empowered woman. You have a better job than I do. You're probably earning 3 times my salary. You live in a better environment and a better, actually a better habitat than I live in, and so on and so forth. So basically, the woman has got all these flowery things that the man doesn't have.
Yes.
Now, during courtship, of course, a lot of conflict will come through because the man is the one who's supposed to take you out to the best restaurant in town, yet he can't afford it. He's supposed to buy you the best shoe in town, yet he can't afford it. How do they reconcile these things? Or, like you said, non-negotiables, maybe the woman should be like, I cannot settle for less, I am bouncing.
Yes. So if her non-negotiable is that I'm not marrying anyone below me,
Yes.
then she just bounces and goes. But that, the truth of the matter is, men are late bloomers.
We are late bloomers.
Men are late bloomers.
Wow.
Women bloom very fast.
Okay.
And they make the money faster. But the man is a late bloomer.
Right.
And he does even overtake the woman at some point.
Okay.
So whoever has it for the day, it doesn't matter who has it. What happens is to know that you are marrying potential. Okay. Now, I would say that it's not right for a woman to bling bling.
Okay.
Too much. You don't have to pay the bill, for example. You don't need to go to expensive restaurants. Allow the man to be the man. Let him take you where he can. But by all means, don't find yourself in the Masandukuni. No, no, no.
Eh?
I mean, be in a decent environment. Where are you going there? I don't know to where. For
But what if, Karina, Jennifer, what if that is what I have grown up knowing? That is, I've never gone to Westlands, for example,
Yes.
for I don't know, clubbing. Mimi nimezoea kwenanga Umoja. So mimi najua clubs za Umoja pekee. But you, I meet you, you've been to Westlands and you've flown to Dubai. But mimi najua tu Umoja na hiyo ndio situation yangu. So
and
now
that's
what
okay.
happens?
Nice. Nothing wrong with Umoja.
And you
It's
come with
the-
your Mercedes and you can't park it in Umoja.
I hope I could bring the Uber that day.
So what happens in that situation, Jennifer?
Never bling bling.
Yes.
If I was that woman driving a Mercedes on a first date, I wouldn't take my Mercedes. Why are you intimidating the other person? You need to tone down. You're not lying about this, but you're getting to know one another.
Yes.
And the one thing that I would say to every man, don't be intimidated by a woman who has it. I mean, that will take you 3 steps before, give you leverage.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is, women don't really care about how much they have and how much they can give you.
Really?
No.
Oh, Jennifer.
As long as they are loved. Once you love a woman,
Right.
you are faithful to the woman, and she can trust you. She will not only give you her money, she will give you her heart.
Okay.
That's a woman.
Right.
And so the question is, and this is what I will say, I have seen enough men date a woman who has got a good car. And instead of being faithful to this woman, he takes the car, he needs the car, and actually he's going to date another woman with
that
the
car.
car. GPS is there. Then she's in the office. She is looking. She can see where the car is. The relationship comes to an end. Can you be faithful? Even when you date this woman, don't forget she's watching you. She wants to know that you are faithful.
Right.
That's all a woman wants, that you are committed to this relationship, you are contented just being with her, and by no means will you use her car or her money to date another woman.
Let us answer the question of the day, which was, how long should courtship last? In your opinion, how long do you think courtship should last?
I think the viewers took the day that the 1 year is a good period to have to court. But I'll tell you this, it is so personal. Some people, they court for 3 months, other for 3 years. It depends on your level of maturity and how long you knew the person even before the marriage. I mean, the engagement.
Right.
Because if we've been working together, all right, we already sort of know one another and we have a friendship relationship.
Yes.
So when we begin to court, we are comfortable with one another.
Right.
If we choose to court for 6 months, nothing wrong with it. The truth of the matter is the real journey begins when you say, I do. That's why you hear everybody saying they changed.
After the marriage.
After the marriage, they changed.
After the wedding.
What changes is that while you are in the courtship, you are driven by your dopamines, by your endorphins, by love hormones, and you don't fight. But when the fantasy stage is over and you get into the drama, then you begin to have divergent views. And then the dynamic of conflict comes in. If you really want to know someone, if you have never had a conflict, you don't know them. Because how they show up and how they deal with conflict gets you to the next level. So when these people begin their marriage and they get into conflict and they fight, then they say, no, 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 give me another partner.
This one is not working.
This is not working. This is not what I signed up for. The truth is, you're only growing up. You are only learning now to have the dynamism of being with somebody that you can disagree in opinion. Also, being with somebody that can be not trustworthy. Being with someone that can violate, break boundaries, and yet I have to be with them tomorrow. Marriage is a lifetime commitment. It is a decision. It's not about how I feel. It's not whether I'm in love or not in love. It's about the commitment that I made. This is a journey we are going to walk. Whether I am feeling you or not feeling you. And this is what the young people say. Me, I am not feeling her anymore. I'm not feeling. Acha. If you think that that attraction is going to last a lifetime, that I look at you and I'm electrified, let me burst your bubble. You are not going to feel that way for the rest of your life. But the one thing you will feel, I made a commitment and I am walking the rest of the journey. In your book, there's a part where you have said dating for a very long time or rather courting for a very long time is also detrimental to the relationship. True. There's a lady you mentioned here, I think it's Jane if I'm not wrong, who was in her courtship for 5 years. And the guy was saying, mi bado siko tayari, she's thinking the clock is ticking. So are you saying that if I date a lady for over 5 years, then... Oh, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. It's not about dating now. You are in courtship. If you're in courtship for over 5 years, it simply means you're not ready. You're not sure. What if my money doesn't allow, my financial situation doesn't allow me to Finances will never allow you to be ready. It's not money that makes us settle down. Because I live in an SQ, but I want to bring my wife in. Kaspesi ni kadogo. We will have children. Wataishi wapi? Live in the SQ. It's with my 5 kids. Oh yeah, live there. Begin. You will not always live there. You will move and move and move. All right. All right? You will move. When I got married, we lived with 3 gentlemen who were my husband's friends. So we were sharing a house. Today I live in my house. Now what happens? We want to begin at the top. You will never be able to begin at the top with success. Begin where you are. And move on. If you have an SQ, live in the SQ. Tomorrow, you'll have a maisonette. Yeah, there you have it. Courtship should last at least for a year, but beyond 5 years,
iko shida kidogo. Even if you live in an SQ, tafadhali just move in there, nyinyi wote with your 65 kids, and pray to God that you'll be able to feed them. Right now that we come to the end of that conversation, thank you very much, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
Guys are asking where they can get you, probably on social media, so that they can get connected with this book.
Yes, they can look Jenny Karina, Marriage Built to Last on social media. You will find us there. And the book is available in bookshops. But, you know, you can always give us a call. You will find our numbers on social media, and we shall direct you accordingly.
All right, there you have it. Jeff Mote, Shiko Kaitani, I don't know. Jeff, how long did you court?
We knew each other from 2012. Did it for a couple of years. When I proposed, 1 year. And for me, the thing was, me and it was finances. It was an issue because I knew wedding is an activity. What I'm about to go the committee route, so I told her, you chill. I get my money, we do this. And that was the only thing that was keeping us back.
How long will you court for?
Well, yeah, for me, it has to be probably 2-3 years.
If he doesn't pop the question, what happens?
Even me, I'll be like, okay, what are you waiting for? Let me tell you the problem with this generation. Is you don't want to start from the ground and make your way up. How many women or how many moms will actually tell you, when I met your father, this guy, but guess what? Where are they today?
Their own building.
Exactly.
Vitu kwa grounds inakuanga different. Exactly. Don't look at it up there.
So you should be able to actually start with that guy in his SQ the way Jennifer is actually talking about. Let's live together in your SQ. It's cool. We'll back it up.
Let me just tell you, msiishi kwa SQ. Maisha ni ngumu ya SQ. Take it from me. Anyway, we come to the end of the show. Thank you very much for joining us. Tomorrow being a Friday, of course, hangout. Tumesema Wamilambez are coming through. So yeah, DJ Sleek is also coming.
Right.
Kemo Vitima is also going to be in the house. So
a big show.
Cool Friday.
Okay, we are done for the day. Back tomorrow, of course, on a Hangout Friday. The Daily Brief is up next from 9 right here. Have a good one. We are back tomorrow. Bye-bye.